Wang has done many things to melt the hearts of fans across the world, but nothing compares to the tender moment recently caught on camera, when the actor was seen shopping for baby clothes, looking every inch the proud and devoted father. Make sure to subscribe right now, because this story is too sweet, too surprising, and too full of heart to miss. It was a casual afternoon in a quiet boutique nestled in a corner of Beijing when someone noticed a familiar face browsing the pastel-colored racks. But this wasn't the stylish Wang from glossy magazine covers or red carpet premieres. This was Dylan in his softest form, wearing a hoodie, a pair of loose jeans, and a baseball cap pulled low over his face. But nothing could hide the warmth in his eyes or the way his fingers gently grazed the edges of a tiny onesie decorated with cartoon bunnies. The proud daddy wasn't just shopping, he was savoring every moment of this new chapter in his life. At first, those around him were hesitant to believe it was really him. After all, it's not every day that one of Asia's top heartthrobs is spotted at a baby boutique, looking completely enamored with tiny socks and newborn beanies. But all doubts vanished when he turned, smiled politely at the cashier, and the unmistakable charm of Wang lit up the room. There was no mistaking him. But what truly shocked everyone wasn't just his presence, it was the look of pure adoration on his face as he carefully selected items, one after the other, his arms slowly filling up with clothes for what everyone assumed must be his baby. And then came the flood of speculation. Was it true? Had Wang become a father? Who is the lucky woman? Is it Xinyu, his long-rumored partner and longtime friend? Or is this the beginning of a new story fans haven't even begun to uncover? For those who followed Dylan from his breakout role in Meteor Garden to his most recent hits, this soft, fatherly side isn't totally out of character. Beneath the swagger and screen presence lies a man often described by colleagues as gentle, nurturing, and surprisingly sentimental. But to see him in this real-life, unscripted moment, surrounded by baby clothes, with a thoughtful expression and a quiet smile, was more than anyone expected. It wasn't just a moment. It was a revelation. One eyewitness, a store employee, shared that Dylan spent nearly an hour in the shop. He wasn't just grabbing items at random, he took his time, checking the size labels, matching colors, and even asking questions about the fabrics. According to her, he was especially drawn to the clothes for newborn girls. Could this be a subtle confirmation that he and Xinyu have welcomed a baby girl into their lives? While the couple hasn't made an official announcement, fans believe that everything is beginning to align. For months, there have been whispers of Xinyu appearing in oversized outfits, stepping away from public appearances, and spending more time in secluded areas. The two were even spotted taking a quiet walk in the park a few weeks ago, with Dylan protectively placing his arm around her, and her silhouette suggesting a recent pregnancy. The chemistry between Wang and Xinyu has always been electric. Ever since they starred together, fans have rooted for them, dissecting every glance, every interaction, and every cryptic social media post. For years, they denied the rumors, insisting they were just friends. But behind the scenes, it seems that something beautiful and deeply personal may have been blossoming all along. When the photos of Dylan shopping for baby clothes hit the internet, fans went into a frenzy. Comments poured in by the thousands, with hashtags like #DylanDaddy and #OneWaBaby trending within hours. "This is the cutest thing I've ever seen," one fan wrote. "He's glowing. You can just see how much he loves his baby already." Another said, "If this doesn't confirm he and Xinyu are together and have a baby, I don't know what does." But what made the moment even sweeter was what happened as Dylan left the store. According to onlookers, he stepped outside, bags in both hands, paused for a moment, and looked up at the sky. Then, he smiled, a quiet, proud smile, and walked toward a nearby black SUV. As he opened the door, someone in the back seat leaned forward. Though the windows were tinted, those closest claimed they caught a glimpse of Xinyu's unmistakable profile, cradling a bundle wrapped in pink. The pieces were coming together. Suddenly, all the secrecy, all the speculation, all the subtle hints made perfect sense. Dylan wasn't just preparing for fatherhood, he was already in it. And not only was he stepping into that role with grace and warmth, But he was also doing it while shielding his family from the harsh glare of fame. In an industry where every moment is captured, every mistake magnified, and every rumor spread like wildfire, Dylan's quiet trip to a baby boutique wasn't just a shopping errand, it was a powerful statement of love and responsibility. The story has since inspired countless tributes from fans and fellow celebrities. Some of Dylan's co-stars reposted the story with heart emojis. Others, like his close friend Darren Chen, simply commented, "Proud of you, bro," adding more fuel to the growing fire of confirmation. Even Xingyu's own Instagram was flooded with messages from fans congratulating her, though she has yet to respond. Still, the signs are impossible to ignore. Days after the boutique sighting, Dylan posted a rare photo on his private fan page, a picture of two tiny shoes placed beside his sneakers, with no caption. Just a heart emoji. It was subtle, but powerful. And fans took it as a heartfelt acknowledgement of what many had long suspected: Dylan Wang is now a father. Changing diapers, and cradling his daughter in his arms. Imagine the same man who made millions swoon now being wrapped around the tiniest finger imaginable. But beyond the fantasy lies something real and deeply touching, a man discovering the greatest role of his life. Not on stage. Not on camera. But at home. As a father. As a partner. As someone who's growing in a completely new way. And just when fans thought the moment couldn't get any sweeter, another layer of emotional depth unfolded. A few days after Dylan Wang was spotted buying those baby clothes, an anonymous staff member at the boutique leaked a heartfelt detail that left everyone in awe. According to the staff, Dylan wasn't just picking out clothes based on how cute they looked, he was shopping with deep intention. Each item had a story. One of the first pieces he picked up was a soft pink romper with a tiny embroidered crown. When asked if he needed help with sizing, Dylan reportedly smiled and said, "She's our little princess. She deserves the best." And fans can't help but feel a sense of awe and connection. After all, they've watched Dylan mature, evolve, and now take this tender step into fatherhood. His journey feels personal, not just because he's a public figure, but because he's always carried himself with a raw, genuine energy that makes you feel like you know him. This sweet moment, Dylan Wang buying baby clothes, might seem simple to some. But to those who followed him, who've loved him, and who've rooted for his happiness, it's everything. It's a glimpse into a new chapter. A promise of a softer, deeper kind of love. And a reminder that even the brightest stars can have the gentlest hearts. As we await an official announcement, maybe a family photo, maybe a heartfelt post, maybe just another quiet moment captured unexpectedly, one thing is certain: Dylan Wang's life has changed forever. And the world is here for it, cheering him on with full hearts and teary eyes. So whether you're a longtime fan or just now discovering the magic of Dylan Wang, this story is one that tugs at every heartstring. It's the story of love blooming in silence, of parenthood embraced in private, and of a man finding joy in the smallest of baby socks. And if this is just the beginning, we can't wait to see what beautiful moments come next. So don't forget to subscribe, because if this sweet, emotional chapter is any indication, the story of Dylan Wang as a proud daddy is only just getting started.